This morning I want to raise what YouTube have come out with. And YouTube acting leader have come out to say that they're going to remove all videos that falsely claim about the benefit of vaccines and that spread misinformation about COVID. And I'd like to just turn around to YouTube and say, where on earth have you been for the last 18 months? It's like, my God, thanks for waking up to this problem we have, YouTube. You know, this should have been a point that YouTube were taking back from March 2020, when we saw the spread of misinformation about COVID last summer, when we saw that spread like wildfire around the planet. And now YouTube have all of a sudden woken up to it. But at least they've woken up to it a bit quicker than some of the other major social media platforms, and I guess it's to be thought about. But the reason why YouTube as a platform is perhaps more insidious of all of this is because YouTube is allowing grifters and con artists who are putting out the false narrative about vaccines to make money off the views that they are getting on YouTube. So it actually encourages people to be more outrageous. It encourages people to put more information out there because they're making money off the back of it. And that's the real danger with YouTube. And that's why we have seen the spread of information, misinformation. And when you think about it, and I don't mean to be dramatic when I say this, but people are being radicalized online by COVID misinformation. And when we talk about radicalization before, you would, in recent years, people have brought up ISIS, you know, really horrible things that are happening in terms of religious radicalization in the Middle East and other places. But there definitely is a situation now where people are being radicalized online by misinformation. It's vulnerable people, it's people who are easily led, and they're being led down this path by people who are making money off the backs of that misinformation. And that is the case in YouTube and a platform. The more views you get, the more cash you get in your pocket. So it makes sense to be more outrageous and to go further down that rabbit hole of disinformation. So on one level, I'd like to commend YouTube for what they've done this morning. I think other platforms should follow, but I'd also like to say to YouTube, where on earth have you been for the last 18 months? And talk about closing a door after the horse has bolted. It's outrageous that they're deciding to do it now, but sure, look, it's glad they've woken up with some sort of a social conscience 18 months too late.